What is up, guys? Welcome to the 30-day rejection therapy challenge. I'm super excited for you guys. Just push past your comfort zone and just release the hold that rejection and the fear of judgment has on you. So I'm just going to break down what the 30-day challenge is going to look like, the rules, the actual challenges, and just how to make the most of it. All right, so I just want to quickly go over what rejection therapy is again. It's a form of exposure therapy. It's going to push your comfort zone and helps you desensitize yourself to fear, judgment, and rejection. And it helps you build a boldness muscle. You're never going to get to a place where you just have no fear. You're still going to have fear in certain situations, but to be able to have that ability, that boldness to go and take action in spite of you feeling fear is something that's going to help your life in so many different areas of your life. And that's what a rejection therapy and pushing your comfort zone is really good at. And here's a TED Talk of Jia Jiang, who he did 100 days of rejection, and he talks about his experience, and he has a lot of inspiring stuff to say. If you want to check it out. But without further ado, let's get into the challenges and the rules. So the challenges are going to be in a Google Sheet, which I'm going to send you the link to. So let's just quickly go through some of the challenges, and it's going to progressively get harder. But for everyone, it's going to be different. For some people, one challenge might be really hard, while another person, it's going to be easy. So it really depends. But yeah, let's skim through the challenges. For example, day 1 is to give a stranger a high five. Day 2 is ask a stranger if they can give you a compliment. Day 3, ask someone if you can interview them and ask them any 3 questions that you want to ask them. Day 4 is ask someone if they know any local parties they can invite you to. Day 5, ask someone to borrow $100 from a stranger. And yeah, it will progressively get harder, but it really, as I said, it really depends. Day 11, ask someone if you take a selfie with them. Day 12, ask a stranger you find attractive to go on a date. Let's see. Day 18, find a location that's 5 minutes away and ask a stranger for directions, and then ask them if they can walk you to there. Day 23 is kind of a weird one. I've had some pretty funny reactions from this. Is ask someone who's in a grocery store if you need to swap grocery carts while you're standing in the aisle. They're going to give you some weird looks. But that's the whole point. You're going to feel those judgment. You're going to see them looking at you weirdly, but you're just going to accept the judgment and not hold so much weight on it. 25. This one I think will be hard for a lot of people. You have to ask a stranger to rate your singing, and then the after part's very cringe, where you ask them for a donation after. This one was really hard for me. Day 28. Post publicly on social media just your experience of 30 challenge. I think for a lot of people, even myself, being vulnerable in front of all your family and friends is something that's very difficult. So this would be a good way to just push past that and really bring it into your real life. Day 30, this one was definitely really hard for me. Is ask a group of at least 2 people at a restaurant or cafe if you can just sit down and join the group. When depending where you are, a lot of people are going to say yes. So then you might have to just sit there and hold a conversation with them after they say yes. So yeah, these are the challenges. I'll send you the link. You can go through each one. And this isn't a strict rule, but I really recommend you do not tell the stranger, the person you're doing the challenge with, that this is for a challenge. Because when you tell them, oh, I'm just doing this for a challenge, or this is a social experiment, it really relieves any of that tension and fear and judgment. Because the other person is kind of with you. They realize why you're doing it, and they're not judging you anymore. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to feel the judgment and feel that rejection, to be okay with it, and stay with it. So I really recommend you do not tell the stranger that you're doing it for a challenge. Maybe after it's completely done, if you really want to tell them, it's fine. But I really don't recommend you tell the stranger. So after you do the challenge, so every day you have a challenge to do. After you do it, post in the WhatsApp group. This entire thing is going to be organized in a WhatsApp group. So post whether it's a text, video, or audio of just your experience. Anything that came up for you. If you found it hard, if you found it funny, anything like that, post it in the WhatsApp group. And that's very important to actually post it. And yeah, just push yourself. Try to actually get a yes. If you find the challenge isn't that hard for you, try to stay in the situation, and try not to just take the no and just leave right away. Try to stick in there as long as possible, and even try to get a yes. Try to ask for a request and actually try to get a yes. That will definitely make it harder. Very quickly, I want to show you, just give you some tips on how to make the most out of this. Um, we used to have accountability partner, but actually we're not using that anymore. But there will be an accountability coach, someone else from my team who's going to be holding everyone else accountable. Other ways to make the most out of this. So CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, is known as one of the most effective ways to overcome social anxiety and just rewire your mindset. And it's really about becoming aware of your thought patterns and then challenging your thought patterns. An amazing way to do this, and I really recommend everyone to be doing this, is start meditating. Because when you meditate, you start becoming really aware of your thought patterns and your emotions. So when you find, you're going down a negative thought pattern, a pattern that's not serving you, now because you have that mindfulness, that skill that you gained from meditation, now you're able to challenge those mindsets. And I have a worksheet for you that actually goes through how to challenge those mindsets and develop better mindsets. And if you're interested in that, you can just click this link and you'll find it there. I have another exercise that's really good for just helping you get motivated, leveraging exercise. Um, I practice a bit of Gestalt therapy. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but if you're interested, here are the links. And here's a link for the YouTube leverage exercise. And yeah, that's basically it. So message me to confirm your spot. If you don't confirm your spot, I'm not going to add you to the group. And I really want the group to be only with people that are really motivated to do this and people that are actually taking action. Because if there's 10 people in the group and 5 of the people aren't taking action, aren't actually doing the challenges, it really gives an excuse, and it opens up space for the other 5 people to feel less motivated and to not to be challenging themselves. So only join the group and only message me if you really feel like you're ready and if you really think you want to actually do these challenges. But if you are interested in doing the challenge, send me a message on WhatsApp. And yeah, I'm super excited for you. And I'll be here as a resource to help you however I can. So always feel free to reach out to me. And yeah, super excited to get started. Let's do it.